Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream. I'm really excited to bring a special guest, Dave, from the Crop Collective, to talk to you all about their amazing mission to use NFTs to fight global famine and our partnership to bring it to life. So thanks, Dave, for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Dave, let's just kick it off. I think everybody's really wanting to know, what is this all about? Can you just kind of break it down for me? What is the Crop Collective?
So the Crop Collective is a series of 8,888 individual unique NFTs, all based around the one character, which is Professor One Nut. We really wanted to have an entertaining sort of feel to our NFTs and sort of bring a bit of entertainment and light to the agricultural industry, because it's such a harsh industry and the farmers have such a hard time that we wanted to sort of bring attention to the fact that that farming is a real industry and we need to start supporting it.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to me a little bit about that. When we talk about the agricultural sector, supporting farmers and fighting global famine, why is that so important to you and your mission? And how is this NFT tie into that?
Look, we're a agricultural tech company, and we've had strong ties in this industry for years. We've seen farmers go through floods, droughts, fires, all sorts of hardship, and we feel that securing the future of food is our main goal in life, or in our business life, for instance. And these NFTs are a great way to sort of bring awareness to the farming industry. And we've got some amazing projects that are going to be coming up on the back end of this, which will sort of build towards a larger ecosystem of being able to pay farmers first and trying to sort of push that security of food. Because if we don't start looking at the farming industry now and we don't take action at now, we're going to be eating processed food for the rest of our life, because we're literally running out of resources to be able to produce the quality of food that we need to produce.
That makes a lot of sense. Food security is so important, and global famine is such an awful pandemic, so to speak. Um, Can you
Absolutely.
talk to me a little bit more about these characters, right? So you've created this character, Professor One Nut. He's the avocado. Is he the only character? How does it tie into a larger ecosystem?
Okay, so basically, the Crop Collective is the overarching brand of the suite of characters that we want to bring out. So essentially, Professor One Nut was the first character that we introduced to the NFT collection, and what he's done is he's duplicated himself in what we call the Procreator, and he's made 8,888 versions of him. Um, We've got another range of characters coming out after this one, which is basically the next one's going to be a cute little character called Sweet Pete. I won't give any more hints on that one, but it's another fun range of cartoon illustration that we can really play off, which leads into a bigger ecosystem, which I'm sure we'll cover soon.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's so clever, not only the lore and the world building that you've built into these characters, but just the notion of taking food and making them into these NFT characters. It brings it to life and also assigns a value into it that really reminds you how valuable food really is and how many people don't have access to it. So I think that's great.
Absolutely,
Um,
and that's another reason why we're going with fighting for famine as well. Is
yeah.
although farmers are a big issue, this global famine, it's massive, and it's not getting any better, not anytime soon. So we need to step up, and we need to do something about it. And we want to make change in the industry. We want to make change in the world, and this is where we're going to leave our mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Dave, can you talk to me a little bit about what made the Crop Collective want to partner with Elongate to bring this to life?
Look, we did a lot of research into trying to find a charity partner that we could trust our funding would go into the right, or the correct locations, and with the social governance and tech that you guys are building and being able to have that traceability in the blockchain, that's actually quite intriguing to us, because it allows our donors to know where their money's being spent, because a lot of the time you give money to charity, you don't know where it ends up. And we want to make sure that it's actually getting into the hands, or this case, the mouths of the kids that need it.
Absolutely. So talk to me. There's a question here from Christian who says, "What is the long-term goal of these?" Right. So I mean, the investors and the users purchase these NFTs, they hold them. Overall, what do you really hope to do with this brand, the Crop Collective?
Look, the Crop Collective, like I said, it's spawned from a side of just trying to bring a bit of education to the world,
Yeah.
and one of the other avenues that we're looking at, or we're actually starting to develop now, is gamifying the Crop Collective. Now, we've developed a game, or in the development stages of our game, and the idea is that people will be able to earn a residual income through these NFTs that they purchase. The premise of the game pretty much is basically it's a farming game that will allow people to grow crops, harvest crops, and earn some like a token, which we will announce soon. Now, there's also another side of the game, which is, we call it the villain side, pretty much. And what that is whenever you're a farmer, you've always got these things that are going to cause you issues with your farm or with your yield. And in this case, it's massive plagues of locusts, or maybe it's rats, or there might be other fun little things that come into it. And this is our PvP side of the platform. So you can either be a farmer or you can be a villain, and either one is going to allow you to earn a residual income of sorts.
Got it. That's amazing. Yeah, I think that's what I want to make sure people don't miss, because there's already been so many people that have been saying, I'm so excited to get my hands on one of these, but they're not just NFTs, right? You don't just buy it and forget it. It's going to plug you into this game that you're building. That sounds really exciting. It's
Exactly.
going to plug you into this larger ecosystem of characters, that this is just the first of many.
Mhm.
And you're supporting charity while you do it.
Exactly. And it's also going to help us. Anyone who buys a Crop Collective NFT is going to what we call the Crop Collective Club. Now, this club is going to have first rights to any new NFT launches. It's going to have first rights to any ICO drops that we might do. It's also going to we're going to introduce the community to the launch of any of our coins 72 hours before we do it live to the public, giving our community more of a chance to be able to capitalize on the growth of the crypto.
Awesome. Can you talk to me a little bit about this lottery aspect? So, from what I've heard, there's a prize pool, right? And by owning the NFTs, you'll be able to enter a prize pool.
Yes, look, we've got a lottery going on where if you buy two NFTs, you get to go back into the Pro Creator, we've called it. So Professor One Nut's got his Pro Creator, and all his little minions have decided they're going to take over it. And if you put two NFTs in there, it basically either pops out a golden nut avocado, which is the winning nut, or it pops out a bowl of guacamole. The idea being that the golden nut is a winning prize, and then that is basically a lottery draw. So there's a top prize of $50,000, and there's 50 prizes in total, with a total prize pool of 100 grand. So look, it's nothing to be shy about, but it's definitely it's a great prize pool, and we're excited to give it away.
That's huge. That's huge. A total prize pool of $100,000 with a top prize of 50,000. That's amazing, and that's just going to be given away to people that enter this lottery by holding two of your NFTs. But am I right that there's actually going to be a special case if you're an elongate holder?
If you're an elongate holder, there absolutely is a special case. So um, we have written into our smart contract that if you have one NFT and then you hold a certain amount of elongate tokens, then you will basically be able to utilize that as an NFT itself. So you won't need to purchase two NFTs as an elongate token holder. You'll only need to purchase one.
Or to put it another way, if you purchase two NFTs as an elongate token holder, you can enter twice instead of just once.
That's a better way.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. I think people are going to love that. So you've got the game, you've got the lottery. It's plugging you into a whole ecosystem of new characters that are only going to grow in value, and you've got the education that comes along with it, bringing the awareness to the space of agricultural insecurity, fighting global famine, and it all supports charity at the same time. It seems like a dream project. So, what's next for the Crop Collective? Is it just releasing the Sweet Peat collection? Is it the game that's coming up next, or is that still to be determined?
Look, we've got our roadmap, and after the Professor One Nut collection, we will be releasing the Sweet Peak collection, and then soon after that, I feel the game will be ready to launch. So the game is still a couple of months away from launching. It's still in development stage at the moment. But once that gets out there, then these NFTs that you've purchased will actually give you quite an advantage inside of the gamification side of the project. So we're really excited about the game because I didn't touch on that, but one of the things that we're able to do is we're able to teach people the hardships of agriculture as well. So if you don't have enough water, you need to buy water. If you don't have enough, if your soil's not good enough, which is one of the major problems in the world right now, you have to buy more topsoil. Or if power is an issue, you've got to buy a bio facility. So there's a lot of things that we can educate people about the farming industry that is just unknown to a lot of the general public.
Right, exactly. I see a question here, and this may be the biggest question in everybody's minds. How do I get one?
On the 7th of December, we'll be launching, and you can buy them direct. You can mint them directly through the site, and then they'll be visible all on Ocean Sea from there.
Amazing. So yeah, make sure you all visit thecropcollective.com. Check that out today. Make sure you bookmark that, and it will be launching December 7th. I have a question here from someone named Nando. Are there any downsides or risk to the game? Do you gamble your NFT in the game, or is it purely play to earn?
Look, there are risks in the game. Obviously, there's no rewards without risk. In regards to the farmer side, the risk is if his farm gets invaded, then he might lose some of his crops. However, if he's able to defend his farm, he gains more tokens, or however that functionality works. Same again with the invaders. If they invade a farm and they fail and they die, then the farmer gets a certain amount of tokens from that villain NFT. Whether they lose the NFT or not, that functionality hasn't been set up. However, the avocado NFT that we're spoken about, that's just a plug and play into the game. You won't lose that NFT that you've purchased.
Perfect. I love that idea. Yeah, I mean, this all sounds amazing. Anything else you want to shout out that maybe people don't already know about? How can they get involved in your community?
Look, we've got an active Discord channel, Twitter. We're live on Instagram as well. We'd love to see everyone get involved on Discord because that's our main form of communication. By all means, drop us a line, ask any questions. We'd love to answer anything that you guys come up with. We're excited about this project. It's been so much fun bringing it out, and we can't wait till the 7th to launch it.
Yeah, absolutely. The 7th is going to be on another level. I'm super excited about it. Get all those guac soldiers in everybody's hands. It's going to be great.
Yes,
it's going to be great. Awesome. And it really is just the beginning of a whole new enterprise for the Crop Collective, right? This is just sort of planting the seed, so to speak, and then everything else comes out.
Yeah, no, this is the first of many exciting things to come from the Crop Collective. And yeah, we're excited to launch our new Agri DeFi project, but that's you're gonna have to hold out for that news because that's coming soon.
Okay, awesome. One person asked, what's going to be the floor price for these NFTs?
They come out at 0.068 ETH.
Got it, 0.068. It's a healthy price. I mean, a lot of people just saying, they love the idea. It's going to be a lot of fun. So people are super excited about it. Everybody's wanting to get their hands on it for sure. So make sure you go to thecropcollective.com, figure out how to set up your wallet if you haven't already, and be ready for the launch because you don't want to miss it. Dave, I think this has been a really, really healthy AMA, and I think that people are going to be excited to rewatch this, and we're going to be posting this on our socials. And we want to have you back for a Twitter live sometime this week. So let's make that happen. What do you think?
Brilliant. Can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. Anything else you want to shout out before we wrap up? Dave, I think I lost you. I think you're frozen. Are you there?
Sorry. Yep, I got you.
Okay, great.
It was a question to me. I thought it was to the audience.
Yes. No, I was going to see if there's any other questions that people had. People are just saying, Dave, you're a cool guy, and everybody's loving how you're changing things up with NFTs, right? Taking the NFT model to the next level for charity and bringing that utility for it. So
Exactly.
I think everybody's super excited about it. We're going to keep pushing it and letting people know, spreading the word. And Dave, we'll have you back for a Twitter live spaces just to continue chatting. But is there anything else you want to touch on before we wrap up?
No, guys, look, get behind the project. It supports a great cause. Elon Gates doing fantastic. We need to make a difference in this industry, whether it be feeding the world or whether it be agriculture.
Right.
We just got to make a difference. There's too many people out there to make a buck, and that's not us. We want to make our mark on the world, and doing this project for the first time is really exciting for us, and we can't wait to see what the future holds.
Awesome. Well, Dave, we love your work. We love your team. Thanks so much for bringing this to life and using the blockchain space to make a difference, and for your participation in our Blockchain Alliance for Global Good. It means a lot.
I'm looking forward to it. Excellent. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate
All
you
right.
having me.
Thanks, Dave. We'll talk soon.
Cheers. See ya.